Chapter 2, Mishnah 4. Every man must visit the temple on Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot and bring two offerings, the Olas Re'iyah and the Shalame Hagiga. See Introduction to Chagiga, Chapter 1. The Olas Re'iyah is an Olah offering which is entirely burned on the altar, and the Shalame Hagiga is a Shalamim offering, whose meat is eaten by the owner, his family, and guests. Like all other personal offerings, these offerings require semicha, leaning. That is, before the offering is slaughtered, the owner places his hands on the head of the animal and leans down on it with all his strength. The Mishnah cites a dispute as to whether one may bring these offerings on Yom Tov itself, and whether one may perform semicha then. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. Beis Shammai say we may bring the festival Shalamim offerings, the Shalame Hagiga, on Yom Tov because their meat is eaten. But we may not perform semicha on them because leaning on an animal is rabbinically forbidden on Yom Tov. However, we may not bring the festival Olah offerings, the Olah Asriya, on Yom Tov because they are not eaten but entirely burned on the altar. Rather, we bring them after Yom Tov. But Beis Hillel say we may bring both the festival Shalamim and the festival Olah offerings on Yom Tov, for there is a spiritual decree to permit this, and we perform semicha on them on Yom Tov, because the sages lifted the prohibition of leaning on an animal in the case of offerings brought on Yom Tov.